Please tell me everything about yourself, job experience, education.
Sure, sure. I don't know if you also have my resume, but I am usually I am in sales and call centers. I
Mhm.
have experience not only with the outbound but inbound call center
Mhm.
sales. I do have some management and leadership experience. I've
Mhm.
worked with both children and adults in a supervisory setting.
Okay.
Um, of course, camp counselor experience and all that. But then leading into what I do currently, I'm actually an office manager in Westchester.
Oh.
It's a contracting company called Coshead Incorporated. They're relatively new. They brought me in to essentially digitize their business and to do all of their office work. It's communicating with NYCHA, the New York City Housing Authority, and HUD, which is the Urban Development and Housing from the federal government. And I do a lot of the billing, invoicing, writing proposals, all of that, handling all their telecommunications. And the main reason I'm leaving there, it's a family business, it's a small business, and being in a family business when it seems like they're about to be in the middle of a divorce, seems unstable. I want something I could kind of hold down and develop in for a couple of years. And so that's why I find myself here. But other than that, I was a computer science major before switching into communications,
Okay.
skilled programmer in a couple different languages. But of
Okay.
course, I just didn't want to do that with my life. I went into it to be creative. That's why I got into programming. And you get to college, you're doing the work, and they kind of give you the reality check, like you're going to be doing selection sort for an insurance company.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's if you're the first person there. Otherwise, you're optimizing someone else's code for 50 lines and then pretending to be busy. It's not really the way I want to work. I like being productive.
Yeah.
So my other experience related to this, a lot of, as I said, a lot of call center. I worked with my university with Marist. I was doing um, the Marist Fund, so calling up different alumni and trying to solicit the donations to keep the Marist Fund going. Interesting thing about that. So I did that at a 26% success rate, and they count that whether or not the prospect picks up the phone.
Okay.
So if I picked up the phone 1 in 4 times, whether or not they answered, I'm getting a donation. That was the best in the facility. And of course, COVID, I would have probably still been working there, but the whole college shut down and they weren't about to be asking people that had their graduation canceled for money.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing about Marist, no one gets a full ride. Even they're D1, but even their athletes don't get full rides. So you're asking a bunch of prospects who paid pretty much full price to donate even more to their college.
Yeah.
And I was able to do that successfully. I think a lot of that is listening to people, leveling with them, finding their angle, and where do you upsell them. I know this business, it's enterprise facing and business facing. When researching this, I know there's a lot of different things that we do here that other companies don't. I know a lot of temp agencies don't follow up and actually go to the business to check on how their workers are doing. I think that is something I could definitely use to upsell a lot of different corporate and business clients on us. Um, very good with leveling with people, and I'm very detail oriented. As you can tell, I'm not very concise, but I'm working on that. And I think that, with all the major players in the temp agencies, Randstad, you have Norman, and then you have Kelly and Robert Half and all of these, I think that this is seen just by the research, it seems like something that's unique. And I think there's a lot of different selling points that can help me be very successful here and help, of course, you guys be successful as well.
Okay, great. So, what kind of job are you looking to have?
Yeah, so I was interviewing and I had done the application for this regional sales manager, and I imagine based on the description, that's a lot of getting your holding accounts that are you're assigned to those accounts, and you're managing that relationship, building rapport, making sure they're continuing to pay their membership with us or however that works out with your guys' papers, and staffing those businesses. And I think I'm very, very capable of that.
Okay. How much do you, how much they pay you in your last job?
So I'm actually still working at this current thing. It's just a matter of, I kind of see that they like me, but they don't like each other. It's a husband and a wife, and they have 3 kids, and I got hired. One of the main things I'm doing is asset acquisition. We're trying to recover 3.5 million from a contractor that subcontracts to us. Um, the way I see it, this contractor is actually defrauding NYCHA, which is a huge deal. They have POs, which are purchase work orders, meaning they are guaranteed money for the work. NYCHA gives the contractor, who is supposed to give to the subcontractor. The mess that these folks find themselves in is that Brown Point, which is the contractor that subcontracts to us, is holding about 3.2 to 3.5 million. That money is NYCHA's money, though, which means it's taxpayer money, it's city money. They either, and of course this has been stressing the two of them out, which has led to their infighting. It's an unstable situation, and if they do happen to do what I think is the best move for them, which is to sue NYCHA and turn NYCHA would sue Brown Point, and then essentially all three parties meet in front of a judge, and the judge says, well, where's the money? And someone at some point issues a subpoena. They find where the money is being held since it's been paid to them. But that puts their relationship with NYCHA for procurements and bidding for jobs at great risk. So it just, it's a good job. I like it. They're paying me 60 grand at this time. Well, gross, of course. And 60,000 per year.
Okay.
And that's the gross amount, obviously taxes, but with that, it's a good job. I like the commute. It's an hour.
But they're paying you per hour or per week?
Per hour. It's 20. It's about 27, 28 per hour. And then I do some weekends sometimes, so that winds up being more. They give me a higher rate for that.
Okay. And how much are you looking to have here?
So I saw the job was listed between 70 and 200,000, and I can definitely do the 70,000 and grow with the company and see where that takes me, since that would be a small raise from where I'm at now.
Yeah. Okay. So you can work any day, every day, or
Absolutely,
doesn't matter?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can work Sundays.
Yep, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not very religious. I mean, I respect it, obviously, but I don't have to go to church or anything, so I'm free.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally free to.
And what time to what time are you able to work?
I have open availability at the moment. Right now, I'm doing essentially a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 6, depending on how late and how early they're in the field, because we have to kind of correspond with our New York City team at my current thing. So it changes, but I could come in at 7 if I needed to.
Okay. Okay. You told me you have 3 children, right?
No. My boss. I'm single without
You're
children.
single?
Thank goodness. No children. God, that makes me nervous. I see everyone that has kids is so stressed, and oh my goodness. But,
Okay. So single, no children. So what is next? So you know about billing and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty experienced with invoices. I'm good with software. I actually used to design this type of software. I'm very experienced with Salesforce and all that.
You know how to design, for example, a web page or something?
Absolutely. That's actually one of the first things I was assigned when I got this current employment. Go to cosheadinc.com, and that's what I did currently. I also do sites from scratch. I can do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, but no one puts that on the site anymore. It's not very secure. All that stuff, Node.js, all the JavaScript add-ons, no problem for me.
And you know only English, right? Or you know another language?
Oh yeah. So I'm fluent in English. In fact, I actually do poetry sometimes. It's not great, but Then I know Spanish enough. Sometimes I'll have to look up a word or two, but I did it for years in high school, and I had a lot of friends. So I know here and there, like if I were to watch something on TV, I can understand what they're saying, but I couldn't jump into the show and converse back all the time. So I'm like half there.
Okay. ¿Entiendes lo que